What's up, everybody? This is Aaron with St. Pete Calisthenics. I'm here with Dane, our new director of fitness. He's going to show me a couple of drills to help me with my splits and see how far we can take it.
So the first couple things that we need to look at when we're doing splits is hamstring flexibility, and then we're also looking at the hip flexors a bit. So first off, let's just see if you can bend over and touch your toes. This would be a good entry-level prerequisite, and we can see that Aaron can get clearly palms to floor. You can almost get elbows close to the floor, which is a nice prerequisite. People that are like super far off from this, it's best to back off a little bit and maybe not jump straight into the splits. So we've established that. We're just gonna see what a split looks like for you.
Front split.
We know that there's some hamstring length there. You can get actually pretty close to the floor, probably better than most, but we can still see that there's a bit of a gap here. Next question is, where do you feel it most in the,
Right here.
you still feel a lot of hamstring tension? Cool. Do you feel anything in this back hip?
Yeah, a little bit in that.
So two limitations will be the front leg, hamstring, and then back leg, we're looking at like hip flexor and like into the quad a little bit. So those will be the two things that we address for you going
Okay.
through. Some of my favorites, if you just lay onto your back, just to floss out the hamstrings a bit, you're gonna go hand here behind the back of your knee. Start with your toe pointed. Now the goal is to pull the knee in as close as you can, but maintaining a straight leg as you extend. So get this leg fully extended. Then at the top, just pull your toe back, and it'll kick in a lot of tension. You can actually see that there's a wanting to bend a little bit. Point, and then reset the leg back down. Just go through another rep of that. Usually this I'll go to like 6 to 10 reps, give or take, depending on how tight you feel, but this is kind of flossing out the whole back of the leg, even into the sciatic nerve. So it goes a little bit deeper than just the hamstrings. How does that feel?
I can definitely feel the tension there. It's shaking like crazy.
Yeah, it feels a bit of tension. You can see a bit of shakiness, which is quite common. But the more you can get that freed up, then you can better apply it to your split position. Nice, and then we'll just do a couple on the other leg for good measure. Sometimes you'll see people there's an imbalance between sides, so like one might be extra tight.
I feel this one more.
Yeah, I feel this a little bit more. There's a little bit more shake to it. So then potentially you would be achieving a split on one side first versus the other side, depending on it. So that side might just need a little bit extra love. The other one I like to do will be a similar thing. If we grab that slant board back there. I know you have the decent flexibility, but you'll stand on it, yeah, facing that way. And just having the toes be pulled up this way at an angle, and then you do slow Jefferson curl down. So you're starting with the spine, curl, 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 one vertebrae at a time. Just curling all the way down and seeing now if you can eventually develop. Looks like you still have it, palms to floor. This is nice. And the next thing you're looking at is closing this gap between, yeah, your quad and your abs, trying to get that to get full compression and touch. You can see now, yeah, when you extend the knees, it's a bit more of a stretch and tension. That's good stuff. So you could do reps like this, pedal out, and then you can also just curl back up, curl back down, curl back up, curl back down, go for a couple reps. And even for someone like you, I'd probably elevate this onto like a small box or like a step or something like that. And you could even go into reps with a weight. Yeah, cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I felt that. Wake them up even.
And you can feel when you like actually apply that extra bit of like tension back, there's a big change versus just kind of like cheating it with a small bend, yeah?
Definitely. Definitely.
Big differences.
Okay, cool.
We're trying to build length and strength at the same time, not just consider it stretching, we're trying to build some strength. So doing like an ATG split squat, you may have seen it from knees over toes guy, where you're coming down like this into a very deep position. We're looking for this to be fully connected. The heel can come up a little bit, but then the main thing to hit this back hip flexor here is squeezing this butt cheek and keeping this knee locked out straight. You can see that puts this leg into like a nice split position in the back. That's the flexibility that you'll need. You can go for a couple reps, like coming up out of your squat and then back down. Yeah, so we could work on that. Reps of pulsing, where the knee taps and then extend back, knee taps, extend back. And you can also just do reps like actual ATG split squat, coming up and then coming down, focus on the engagement. Yeah. Keeping that back leg as straight as you can. Then maybe switch over to the other side. We'll see if there's a imbalance from side to sides. Yeah, Or maybe if one side feels tighter than the other. Yeah, that's good. You'll see a lot of people will not engage this glute properly, which is gonna kind of limit that stretch that we need. We wanna get that that stretch and active sensation so that we can apply it to the split versus just pretending like you're doing the exercise and you're not actually getting the most benefit out of it. That's good.
Just a little difference from one side to the other.
Yeah, some small differences.
Just feels different.
Yeah, cool. Then for others, like for some, they may not have the flexibility that you have. So we'd be looking at maybe elevating their front foot. They can still train the position of the split squat, but it'll be a little bit more attainable. So yeah, something like this, dropping into it. It just changes the angle a bit. And then the idea is you're starting at a higher surface and working down towards the floor.
And it's squeezing my glute.
Yeah.
Intentionally.
For some, they may need, they may just need to start quite high actually for a long period of time.
Like a box up here.
Yeah, and even for like weeks to months, they just need to practice it and slowly, basically 1 inch at a time, getting slower to the floor. It'll be more effective that way versus just trying to jump straight into the floor. Maybe you've seen people doing that quite often. They want to go to the next step right away, but they're not ready for it. So it's important to establish those prerequisite positions. For someone like you, I would, rather than breaking out the step, I would actually make it harder for you and go with some load.
Get some dumbbell weight on it.
So I'll get some dumbbells out. And now, we know he can achieve a really good range of motion with it, body weight. So now we're looking at, can he maintain good strength throughout that whole position? And you even have that, I call it extra gravity. Weight is just pulling you down deep into that position. You could keep that squeeze, keeping the chest upright. That's super nice. Yeah. Amazing. If you're looking at ATG standards, they say to have 25% body weight in each arm.
Really? So I would have 40 pounds in each hand?
Yeah, I like to round up and say you should use 50s.
If in doubt.
Just in case you put on a couple of pounds, then you still got some strength in the bank.
That's right. I could definitely feel some difference adding the load.
Good change. Yeah.
I feel my whole front leg activate a lot more.
Give yourself a little retest.
That feels a little bit lower for sure.
Yeah, it looks maybe marginally lower, but your comfort level looks better.
When I'm here, should I be thinking pull this hip backwards a little bit? I felt that just now.
There's a tendency to have a shift.
Yeah, so that was favoring that way.
So but even this looks nicer, yeah.
Yeah, I feel pretty close to the floor.
Yeah, okay. That was good. There's one last one that I would do with you, since you're getting quite close. And basically it's a eccentric split. So a negative, many people do negative pull-ups to train their pull-up. So we take kind of a similar approach and go a negative for your split position. For this, maybe clear some space on the wall. It's good to have a place for balance for this. You can use bars or parallel bars or a wall, something like that. The turf is a really nice surface for it. If you wanted to, you could even put a box on each side of you if you're limited on space with wall space. But from there, find a position there and just hold it, lock it in, do isometric squeeze, stay everything active. So you're still squeezing this butt cheek. Think about this foot staying active into the floor. Now creep a little further down. See if you can lock it in for a second there. Yeah. And then your goal is kind of finding those micro pauses along the way. Now the last one, just finishing it passive for a second or two. Yeah. And just slowly training negative. You're lengthening and strengthening at the same time. Yeah, that's nice. Then you can come out of it. Switch over to the other side, give a shake out.
Oh yeah.
As you go, once you get good, you can do it from with no balance, but you're here, finding a position. Lock it in, really squeeze and tighten everything. So this is an active hold. Mm-hmm. You can hold for up to 10 seconds or so.
Okay.
See if you can go a little deeper. See if now you can find a new lock-in position. We're trying to train ourselves to be strong in every step of the way. So if you can pause, that really showcases your strength and stability, even down to the bottom. Eventually you're looking to get the calf to the floor, then the back leg and the knee, finishing strong.
Impressive.
Slower is better here, and if you ever have like a panic moment, you just drop this back knee, hands to the floor. Obviously never push too far into the discomfort zone. A little bit of discomfort is okay. You have to kind of get yourself exposure, but I like to say if it feels sketchy, it is sketchy.
Don't push that. All right, let's see where we're
Try to apply it one more time.
getting.
Getting this calf to the floor here is a nice progression in. Yeah.
I almost feel my hamstring
Yeah,
tickling.
hamstring is really close to it. If we just spike up the turf just a little bit, I think you got it, yeah.
It would help out just enough.
Yeah, calf to the floor on both sides now. This is nice.
I almost felt the turf there. That was.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that definitely felt like I was very, very much farther to the floor.
If I had to add in one more thing for you, you'd probably hit another couple sets, I think would open up more.
Okay.
But then even work in holds in the bottom position for like 10 to 20 seconds.
Like activate, sit back in.
Yeah.
Sit back in.
Just because it looks like you wanted to come out of it. So kind of train your body, breathe through it, accept the position. But I think that will come with time and hit in a couple more, getting a little bit heavier and doing more sets. It'll open up nicely.
Very cool. Well, thank you for that. I think I have a few drills to work on. I'll need to do a few repetitions of this, but I hope you all learned something too to help your splits out. We'll look forward to some other tips and tricks from Dane here in the next few weeks. Stay tuned.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good stuff.